Hello, this is Mrs. Correa, and today we are going to review our angle relationships. So the first angle relationship we're going to review is the exterior angle theorem, and we're going to complete this maze, or we're going to start it together, and then I'll let you finish it. So looking at this first question here where it says start, we are going to look at, it is asking for the exterior angle, which is this angle out here outside of the triangle. And the exterior angle states that if you combine the two inside angles, the two opposite interior angles, then that is going to equal the exterior angle. So to figure out what x is, we're going to add together 53, oops, that does not look very good. I'll make it smaller. All right, 53 plus 64, and that added together gives us 117. So in our maze, we know that we are going this direction. So we're just going to color in our 117. Okay, and then we're going to go to the next problem. All right, they gave us the two interior angles and we need to find the exterior angle. So we're going to add our two interior angles together, 45 plus 78, and that's going to give us 123. So we're going to come down this way. Go ahead and shade in that arrow. Following our arrow down to this next problem here, we have 81 and 54 are our two interior angles, and we know adding the two opposite interior angles is going to give us the value of our exterior angle. So I'm going to do 81 plus 54 to get 135. It's going to take me down here. Go ahead and shade in that number. Go ahead and shade in that arrow. And we're going to come down to the corner. And this is the last one we're going to do together. After this, I'll let you finish it on your own and check your answers afterward. We have our two interior angles and our exterior angle, but this time they told us the value of the exterior angle ahead of time, and we have to work backwards to find the interior angle. So that means that we're going to subtract. We're going to do 139 minus 72 to get x, and that's going to give us the value of 67. So 67 is our answer. Go ahead and shade in that arrow. And that means that this is our next problem. Go ahead and take it from there, and you are finished when your final answer problem has you finish right here in the corner. Hello, this is Mrs. Correa again, and we're going to talk about the three angles in a triangle and adding them up to equal 180 degrees, using that information to help us find missing angles. In this activity, they have given us a little riddle here and some puzzles to help us figure it out. We're going to look at the first one here together. Now, it's not always going to be the best move to just kind of go down the line and figure out the angles in order 1, 2, 3. But in this case, I think it works. So let's look at angle 1 first. So the measure of angle 1 can be found by subtracting 23 from 180, because these are supplementary angles. If you remember, a supplementary angle pair means you can subtract from 180 to find the other one. Together they equal 180. So we're going to do 180 minus 23 to get our angle 1, which is 157. So we're going to go ahead and write that in. I'm going to write it in our triangle as well. Next, let's look for angle 2. Notice that now that we have found the measure of angle 1, we now have 2 of the angle measures within this triangle. And whenever you have at least 2 angle measures in a triangle, you can subtract from 180 to find the third one. So to find angle 2, the first thing we're going to do is add together 157 minus 11, and then we're going to subtract that from 180. So 157 minus 11 is, plus 11. 157 plus 11 is 168. And then we're going to subtract 180 minus 168 to get a value of 12. So the measure of angle 2 is 12 degrees. The last angle we're going to look for is angle 3. And angle 3 can be found by looking at the smaller triangle here. Notice we have 2 of those angles. So we can add them together and subtract for 180 to find angle 3. So writing this down here, measure of angle 3, we're going to do 180 minus whatever 87 plus 23 is. So 87 plus 23 gives me 110. And we do 180 minus 110, and that gives us 70. So the measure of angle 3 is 70. So we've now found all 3 of those angles. Now the instructions tell us to focus on angle 2 for our riddle. So angle 2 is 12, which means that is the letter B. So I'm going to write a B here next to number 1, and then down here in your code here, all of the ones are going to have a letter B. And as you work through the problems, you'll be able to kind of fill out your phrase here and check your answers. When you are finished, you can check your answers with your teacher and let me know if you have any questions.